Namaste, welcome back to yet another session of Retail Hands-on Training with Jugal Kishore. And today's topic is achieving target by closing the sales. In sales term, closing is generally defined as the moment when a prospect or customer decides to make the purchase. Very few customers will self-close, making it necessary for the salesperson to initiate the close. This can be unnerving, especially for the new salespeople, as it leaves the salesperson open the chance of rejection from the sales prospect. Of this module, the store team members will be able to spot the common blocks to close the sales and suggest how they can overcome, identify and use positive closing behaviors and language, practice a range of closing techniques to find the ones that works best for you. This entire module we are going to cover in 5 steps. Identifying common blocks to closing a sale, make it real, connect to reality, focus areas to improve, identifying customer needs, techniques to apply, and conclusion. How many sales you have seen fall apart due to bad closing? What are the common blocks to closing sales? Fear, lack of confidence, assuming the customer needs more time, not wanting to appear pushy. While closing the sale is necessary, it doesn't have to be a big deal. A salesperson who has done a good job in earlier stage of the sales process will only have to give a simple nudge to the customer to start the close. It might be as simple as saying, "Sign it here to make it yours," while handing the customer a pen and a contract. Make it real, connect to reality. Here we suggest 2 styles of closing, responsive and assertive. Closing style 1, responsive. Listening properly, taking a genuine interest in the customer, developing and maintaining rapport, praising the customer for their knowledge, choice and view, matching body language, working on the customer's agenda. Closing style 2, assertive. Communicating clearly, giving honest opinion, guiding the customer, listening to the customer's opinion, view, and not being afraid of correcting them if they are wrong. Appreciating the other's point of view, but sticking to your own opinion. Matching body language and voice tone. A salesperson should never use a closing technique to strike on a customer in the buying something that they don't really want or need. Closing techniques are best used when the customer is close to buying, but is held back by an unreasonable concern. Remember, positive language only. Few positive words I suggest. Yes, certainly, definitely, absolutely, can, will, I will do it now, tomorrow morning, good news. Neutral words, maybe, try, perhaps, hopefully, obviously, actually, basically, might, should, like. Negative words, no, no. Remember, impossible, problem, can't, won't, I am afraid not, don't worry, bad news, but, no way. These are the negative words need to avoid in all sales situations. Most salespeople view closing as an opportunity to provide a customer with something that will be of benefit to them. As a result, hard closes are a lot less popular these days. Unfortunately, some salespeople have moved so far on the spectrum that they believe all closing is inappropriate. In a perfect world, this might be the case, but in reality, some form of closing is necessary for almost every sales situation. Fear of change holds back customer from making the final leap into buying. So salespeople need to offer them that little push to move them beyond that fear. If you don't abuse the close, it is perfectly valid and necessary sales tool. Focus areas to improve. Positive closes are, you have made a good choice, let's do the paperwork. We can get that for you on Thursday. I know that you will find this product meets all of your needs. Some of the examples of neutral closes. Do you want to do that then or not? I think that this product is probably the most suitable one. It's probably a good idea to get it now. Negative closes. I'm afraid it's out of stock. This deal won't be available after 30th. Salesperson have to come with a number of closing techniques to help soften customers' resistance and put them in buying mood. These closing techniques can be quite powerful and should be used only as appropriate. Luckily, building out sales technique isn't a new concept, and there are many tried and new methods that you can add to your collection. These are the 12 of the best selling closing techniques that can help you evaluate any situation. Closing techniques: asking for the sales, the order form close, the alternative close, the summary close, the bracket close, the empathy close, the conditional close, the lost sale approach, the emotion close, the compliment close, the testimonial close, the yes pattern approach. Heading into a closing conversation with a customer is always nerve-wracking. No matter how impressed they seem during your demo or how enthusiastic your champion is, there is always a chance you will lose to the competition. They will decide to postpone their decision until next quarter, or they will ask you a price that you can't deliver. A yes or no hinges on far more than just the specific closing sentence or question. But as you have probably seen, using the right word can definitely make a difference. Now that you know the top methods of closing sales and know when to use them, let's talk about building and modifying these formulas for sales in a way that works for your business. Techniques to apply: identifying customers' needs, asking for the sale. Few examples. Great, let me pack this for you. Please let us go to the cash desk for billing. Let me explain the guarantee and return features. Remember not to be used if customer is still not decided. Remember the color red for fear connect. This technique is very much vital for overcoming fear, one of the biggest block to closings. The order form closing. Few examples. Great choice. May I fill up your details for the delivery? Let me also explain the guarantee details to you. With a smile, confidently looking at the customer's eyes. Remember not to be used if customer is still not decided, not to be used with aggressive tone or too early in the sale. Few examples for the alternative close. Here I suggest first reduce the option to final two, both serving the customer's needs. Then, great, among these two, which one would you like to choose? Everything else is same. This one is more stylish, that one is more sturdy. Silently wait for the customers to make up their mind 1 to 2 minutes. Don't leave the customer at that time. Patiently, confidently looking in the customer's eye, repeat, may I pack this one for you? Guaranteed satisfaction. In theory, learning how to close a sale is actually pretty simple. Show up prepared, give your pitch, answer your customer's objection, ask for the sale, and if needed, follow up until you get a definitive answer. In practice, however, selling is a bit more complicated than that. A hard fact I have come to learn through countless hours of sales closing throughout my career. It is not so easy to avoid sales closing sins, especially if you are new to the team. Remember, once you are expert in selling, you are automatically master in target achievement. Master closing helps give meaning to your job. Everyone takes time to master closing. Follow the techniques to start mastering closing sales. Be responsive and attentive to the entire sales to strike gold at closing a deal. Summing up to the session, when you start your conversation with the person who is most likely to be the decision maker regarding your solution in your prospect's organization, your chances of making meaningful progress towards closing the sale increases significantly. Thank you.